they may have. You know, and anybody who meets me, who spends any time with me, you know, things are great. They love it. It's okay. Well, yeah, okay. Now we get you now, girl. You know, we understand you now. You know, and they welcome me open arms. But if you know, but in the beginning, you know, if, especially people with strong religious beliefs, sometimes that gets in the way, and they can't see the person. Right?
Like, what is your like? Sorry for cutting you off. Okay. What is your what is your religion? What's your back? Like, what is?
I would I'd have to say that I'm sort of pagan.
Okay.
The old religions, right? The earth religions.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
No, I mean, we all have our rights to believe in what we believe in, and I truly believe that. Now, in the transition process, once you decided, did you go to a doctor and like, just explain to us the process of you deciding to take hormones, see a doctor, and what was the experience like of that? I mean, just so we can educate maybe some people out there in a small town or just anywhere that might be feeling like they're different.
Yeah. It was, I'm an older woman, and it was difficult back then. Because even the medical profession, and perhaps I could say particularly the medical profession, really was not very accepting. There was a tendency to pathologize, the tendency to say, well, there must be something wrong with you. If you're different, then that's an indication that there's something wrong with you, so we got to treat that, right? That made it difficult. It's different now. Things are changing. It's much easier. Society in general and the medical profession in particular is much more supportive. Okay. In those days, you pretty well had to work it out by yourself, right? So you were looking for sisters. You were looking for role models, right? And hence Toronto. You know, people say, why is there so many queer people in Toronto, Karla? And I say, well, because there's so many queer people in Toronto, right? Because this is where we come. Because this is where we find community. This is where we find our own people. And we thrive in the company of community.
Now, you know, in the LGBTQ pronoun community, I have to ask this question.
Of course you do.
What's your pronoun? I've learned so much. Okay.
She and her.
She and her.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about that whole identity thing when people are taking the pronouns she, her, they, us, we?
Yeah. Personally, I feel I can respect that. I can respect how people feel about themselves. But I feel we have to be a little bit careful with that, because if we divide this into too many little pieces, every time you do that, the box gets smaller, right?
Okay.
And the numbers get smaller. And united we stand, divided we fall, right? And our strength is in numbers. So if we start cutting people out, we may find ourselves standing there alone. And we don't want that. Because, right? Never forget what you are, because society won't. And they'll use it against you.
That's very wise advice. Now, let's say in general, what is your day like? Just let's say Karla is walking down the street. What is people's reaction to you? Can they tell, or do you pass? What is it? The whole pass thing. What is it that you need to pass?
That's another thing, and I'm not really big on that. I pass as a trans woman. That's the identity I claim. I claim a trans woman. I'm not trying to be anything else. I'm not trying to take anybody's place. I'm not trying to occupy anybody's space. So as a trans woman, yes, I pass that, right? People, I get looks. I get looked at, right? And is that a man or is that a woman? No, I'm a trans woman. Thank you very much.
Now, now that you said that, now, what kind of men are attracted that you are attracted to that you think are attracted to you? I mean, the tattoos and everything sort of would either make you a dominatrix fetish. I mean, most men would look at you as though either you're a biker chick or you're into dominatrix. Like, and the flaming red hair and the lips. I mean, these are all
very provocative
and sexy.
Yes.
So, what kind of men are you attracted to?
I have a very specific flavor. I like black men.
Oh, is that for a particular reason?
Yes, it is, because they're very smooth and they're very confident and they approach me.
Oh.
I have no time for a boy that's going to sit across the room and make faces and winking and blinking at me all night. I'm blind. I can't see that far.
Oh.
You got to come and talk to me, right? You got to come and talk to me. Yeah, flirt with me.
Now let's just talk a little bit. Now that you've opened that window, I'm going to go back because the hair and the tattoos. I think people want to know a little bit of the history of the tattoos and the hair. But I want to talk, now that you said that you're attracted to black men, now you know how hard, now me being black, I know how hard it is for black men to come out and say that they're either gay or they're bi.
Yes.
They always want to put on this face like they're men. Now, not necessarily that you have to tell us straight out. I mean, it'd be a good idea, but when it comes to the sex, are they tops or are they just or they're bottoms?
No, I'm the bottom.
Okay.
I the bottom, baby.
So you need a man.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's all I wanted to say, because some black men, if you ask them about the what do they call that, pegging? If you ask them about the pegging, they'll say, "Oh no! I'm strictly the top. I'm the man here, and no, I don't do any of that back door stuff. I'm gonna do it to you because I'm still the man."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, how do they treat you?
Very well.
Sex?
Very well. Yes, they treat me very well. Very romantic. It's very loving. It's very
let's get back to the tattoos. When you what was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was this one. This was done in 1979 by